Seeing her almost spotlighted like that, I felt myself straighten up. She just looked so cool. I felt a little out of place approaching her, like I was about to ask her out for the first time all over again. We greeted each other and slowly and quietly made our way over to the venue, which entailed a walk from campus to the train station, a ride over downtown, and another walk to get there, each trip lasting about 15 minutes. We shared a little bit of our usual small talk and banter, sprinkled with us admiring the other partygoers and eavesdropping on passerbys' conversations and people watching and just silence. Is it weird that I interpreted it as comfortable silence? Like, not every moment needs to be filled with banter, but for baby's first date, I was inclined to question every move I was making that night. We get to the venue. The university had decided to host the dance at the local science museum. A whole section of the first floor was set aside for the dancing and reveling, but the entire museum was open to us. In an ironic twist, Lotus actually wasn't particularly confident in her social dancing skills. We decided to go around and explore the exhibits, figuring that we'd eventually work up the courage to try a dance later. But this was a big museum, guys. It covered so many topics and fields, and most, if not all of the exhibits were interactive to boot. Early on, we were in the physics wing checking out some magnets when Lotus started to feel a bit heated from being inside and took off her overcoat. She was wearing a form-fitted crimson satin dress. One arm was sleeved with a slit running along the length and ruffles sewn into the shoulder, but the other half was off-shoulder. She wore a rather simple gold necklace with a clear gem pendant wrapped with entwining golden vines. And it was that moment that cemented the reality that I simply could not dance together with her. I just don't think my mind and heart would be able to handle it. And indeed, by the time we'd seen every exhibit, the dance was coming to a close. Satisfied, however, we left, taking a bus the university had reserved for returning partygoers. One sleepy bus ride later, and I was walking her home to her dorm. We parted ways, and I returned home, where I promptly passed out. The image of her burned into my mind. When I awoke the next morning, I took a photo of us awkwardly facing the front with our arms around each other's waists. The only photo we had taken that night. The only reminder that it wasn't all just a dream.